Why does your mask smell like my feet? Pick up some Mask Bright today.
Hello, Papper people. It is your favorite thick boy. I'm a registered polysomnographic technologist and a sleep tech, and I am like cautiously happy. It's like bittersweet. I'm going to be channeling a little bit of that old man, get off my lawn vibe on this one. I can feel it. So good news and kind of bad news. The Oscar development team has cracked the code and released the update to Oscar. We are now at version 1.4. What does 1.4 do? Let's first take a look at what the hell is Oscar? But before we talk about this, we must check out the sponsor of this channel, CPAPsupplies.com. Number one, look at this beautiful website. Have you seen a website with more sparkles in beautifulness? New arrival, check it out. The ResMed AirSense 10 AutoSet card to cloud CPAP machine, boom, and they have it in stock. Now this is the same machine that I use, the ResMed AirSense 10 AutoSet. I love it, it's a great machine. I have no need for the 11. It's too fancy for me. It's too much for my little head to comprehend. So what you do is you put this little guy in your cart, and you might be like, wow, Jason, that's kind of expensive for a machine. Not really, good luck finding them anymore. But the nice thing is, if you do find that it's a little outside of your budget to just splurge all of a sudden right now, you can use Affirm and just make payments of $91 per month, and you can have this sweet, sweet ResMed AirSense 10 AutoSet. How do you like them apples? Do me a favor, check out the sponsor of this video, CPAPsupplies.com. I left a helpful link in the description box down below, as well as in the comments section. So if you're not familiar with it, head on over to sleepfiles.com/Oscar, and what you're going to see there is this page. It is where you download, based on your operating system, whatever version you need. Once you have it installed, you take your SD card out of your machine and you pop it in your computer and select import. And what you see is this. Now this happens to be my father's data. What Oscar does is it arranges your CPAP information, your PAP therapy information in a way that you can see it all. That you can zoom in on this stuff, you can move around, you can zoom out, zoom in, all kinds of stuff. And if you know what you're doing, you can see exactly what pressure you need to be on. My dad got a new machine, he had a new sleep study, got a new machine, and they put him on 4 to 20. What the are they doing? Now back to the update. So the Oscar development team has cracked the code of the Philips Respironics device, specifically the DreamStation 2. Why is this such a big feat? Well, let's scroll down and take a look at what they had to say. A little background on this. The original DreamStation was recalled last year because of what we call cancer foam in the breathing pathway. So anyone who is using a DreamStation device by Philips Respironics, actually other devices such as the OmniLab, the RemStars, the System 1s, all of those had good old-fashioned cancer foam in there. And cancer foam would work its way into your lung, make you cough, make you feel like shit, cause cancer. So we didn't like that. So they took it out. And with that, they created the DreamStation 2. Apparently this is not cancer foamy, although let's not get into that in this video. So when this was released, Philips Respironics in a statement said, we don't want to release information to end users, you guys using CPAP devices. They don't want you to have detailed information because they don't think it's something that you guys can handle. You're not smart enough. They feel like it would boggle your mind and explode your noodle. Now, I personally think that people should have access to that, and then they can develop an understanding of the data or have someone that can look at it for them. It could be their doctor, it could be a therapist, it could be someone such as myself, an RPSGT. Doesn't really matter. It can be you. You can train a monkey to do this stuff. It's really not that difficult. So what Philips Respironics did is they decided to encrypt the data on the DreamStation 2. This is only for the advanced devices. So the DreamStation 2 Advanced, if it's a non-advanced device, it does not. The code is not cracked. They were not able to unencrypt that data. There's no way to access a clinician's menu on those devices. It's all remotely. It's all something your doctor has to do. But on the DreamStation 2 Advanced, there is a clinician's menu, so you are able to access the data. And Oscar did crack the code. Now here's where I am the old man and they need to get off my lawn. They don't want you to have that information. And if they don't want you to have that information, then why are we buying these machines? Now I understand some people go to a DME and they're forced into using a machine that they don't necessarily want to use or even really know about. But if you get stuck with one of these devices, and thank God they were able to provide Oscar version 1.4 that's able to decipher the information in here and give us these sweet waves. Now, this is not the DreamStation 2. This is a DreamStation, an original one, but the data looks much the same. Now, let me finish bashing Philips Respironics and their machines. One, they're trying to hide the data from you. Their machines are also kind of crap. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little crappy, and let me show you exactly why. Their leak data is super sketch. Now, right here is an interesting spot. So do you see how the Philips Respironics machine, it says that the leak from this point right here to some point way the hell over here went up. At what point did it go up? Now, my thought is it probably spiked somewhere around here, but we don't really know that with a DreamStation device. Their leak sensitivity is crap. Now, let's look at a ResMed device. Now, this is someone I did a PAP therapy analysis with through my website, axgsleepdiagnostics.com, and look at this. You can see the leak rate through here. The way ResMed displays this is much better. There's a much faster sampling time. And if we just zoom in on some of these, we can see that the leak spiked up right here and was immediately gone. Now, the Philips Respironics would do something like a point here and then a point way up here and then God knows what. But with this, you can actually see there was a leak that came on and then the leak went away. It's very precise and it's very helpful in finding out if there's actually a mask or a mouth leak occurring and how that actually plays into their therapeutic pressure needs. Really handy tool. Now, another thing I want to bring to your attention is the algorithm that these devices use. Now, this is the AirSense 10. What it did with this guy is, if you look at the pressure settings, you can see that it really goes up high. Now, do I necessarily agree with a lot of these? Actually, in this case, I do. It did a good job. So we have an obstructive apnea, increases the pressure, another one increases the pressure, another one increases the pressure. So it does a good job of getting up pretty quickly. I mean, though he does have several obstructive apneas, which is why I hate APAP, but at least it's getting up there kind of fast. That's nice. Let's go back. This is back to my father's data. Now remember, he's on 4 to 20. He's on the exact same range. And I know that my dad needs 15 centimeters of water because I've already done a PAP analysis with him, and that's what we found. He's doing great on it. But let's take a look-see here. Look at these obstructive apneas, and let's get that pressure up where it needs to be. Now, the pressure is super low, and after several obstructive apneas, what it does is it gets up to 7.5. Now, the other guy got up much faster. Now, I don't like APAP, automatically titrating CPAP machines. For therapeutic purposes, for diagnostic purposes, I think they're great. But basically, Philips Respironics is far too conservative for me. It takes forever for the pressure to get up. This is not helpful using diagnostically, and it's certainly not helpful using therapeutically, and by that I mean for home use. Now, I go back to Oscar and the Oscar development team, even having a need to crack some encryption on the DreamStation 2 by Philips Respironics. Now, they've already hosed us on cancer foam. Now they're trying to hose us on information. They're trying to keep it from us. So why are we going to keep rewarding a company like this? There's plenty of other PAP devices out there. We have the AirSense 10 Auto Set. We have the AirSense 11. We have the Fisher & Paykel Sleep Style. And we have some other machines. I'm going to be doing one on the Luna. We'll see if we can get Oscar compatibility for that as well. There's other machines out there. Why are we going to go with a company that locks up their devices? God, even ResVent, they have their own software program that allows you to see the data. I wasn't a fan of the ResVent device, but you know what? At least they provide you with a way to see your data, and it's free. It's free access to it. So for that, I commend those guys. Now, Philips Respironics has lost my respect as a company almost entirely. Philips Respironics, you're actually doing the patients you allegedly serve a disservice by hiding this information from them. To all other companies, I think it really behooves you to get in contact with the Oscar development team and find a way to work with them so that your devices can work on the Oscar platform seamlessly. I would actually even reach out to you and say, do the same with the Sleep HQ team. Both of these are free programs. They're allowing patients, clinicians to access patient data and give them the best possible outcome on their PAP therapy device. Sharing this information is only going to benefit the patient, and it's actually going to benefit your sales if you have this information out there readily available. All right, Grandpa Pappers is off his soapbox. Oscar development team, bravo on a job well done. Philips Respironics, shame on you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Leave some comments in the comment section down below. That's what it's for. Check out the description box for helpful links. Subscribe to the channel. And I'd like to say thanks to my Patreon supporters. Really appreciate you guys, as well as the YouTube members. Check out AXG Sleep Diagnostics for a PAP analysis by moi. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you to all watching, but an extra thick thanks, buddy, to Doug Toombs, Jason Georgiades, Patricia Espelong, Sarvesh Joshi, Stuart Hetherington, Mona Swearingen, Chungchu Chen, and Edward Steiner, as well as a big thank you to all my other Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Little tiny thanks, buddy, for you guys.